Hi, I'm Eddie Obeng, and welcome to How, where I daily try and bring you a different way of doing things. I have a whole bunch of tools, performance enhancement tools, people engagement tools, and I share them with you. And the one today I want to share with you is about trying to work out how to focus on the customers who will help you build your future. It's called Obnox, and it's a different way of looking at customer segmentation and a different way of thinking about how you work with customers to understand the value that you bring to them. Let's jump on Cube and let's have a look at see what Obnox is all about. So welcome to Cube, where the sun is always shining, as you can see out in the cafe. And I wish I was there, but I'm not out there. I'm actually stuck indoors in this other cubicle for business processes, where we're looking for Obnox on the whiteboard. Let's find Obnox on the whiteboard. Let's go. Okay, so start at the beginning. When you are dealing with customers, often what you'll find is that there is a sort of a range of customers. And if I have at one end, the customers who really get what you're trying to do, let me make that a thicker line. That's a better line, isn't it? And generally you imagine it's going to be like a normal distribution curve. At one end, there are customers who ask you to do stuff which you can't currently do. They're quite obnoxious, hence Obnox. They say, why aren't you do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah. And they ask you all sorts of things. At the other end of the grid, the customers who give you 10 out of 10, or actually maybe 100 out of 10, when you ask them about their net promoter score, they love you so much, you don't understand why. They actually think you're marvelous, whilst these other people think you're just a waste of time, okay? So that's it. And then they have the bulk of the customers in the middle. Now, traditionally, what you do is, if you wanted to understand what your customers thought, you take a little sample of people, usually out of the middle, because guess what? The obnoxious ones won't turn up. These guys really have nothing to say because they like you so much. And then we do little sample tests and see how people think and so on and so forth. That's great, but it's not really helpful because this bunch in the middle here lack two powers which the others can help you with. So the powers are the power to see the future and the power to show you what you're missing out on. So this is an AI image, as you can tell. They're never quite right, are they? Okay, so this is an AI image of a fortune teller. Why? Because the people who are being obnoxious to you are literally telling you what everybody else will want in a few months' time. That's what they're doing. They're not being obnoxious for no reason. They're just ahead of everyone else. On the other hand, you have at the other end of the spectrum what we call the fanatics. The fanatics, they love what you're doing. They couldn't get more of it. Generally, what's happening is you're giving them value over and beyond what you think you're giving them, and you're probably not charging them for it, and they're getting something wonderful out of it, and you don't even know. So the pet itself in the middle here picks up those two groups here. The obnoxious ones, power users, they demand more than you can deliver. They say things like, why can't you just? If you can find those people and interview them and understand what they're saying, they give you basically the routes to your future. They tell you what's coming next. The fanatics, they'll say things like, you'll never guess what we use it for. And they'll tell you all this other value which you provide, which you don't market, you don't sell, you don't tell anyone about. So once you've got those two, then you can move to the core and help the core either go to the future or get more value out of what you're using. The traditional sort of sampling polling method can be used on the core, but for getting to the future, for driving out more value, you use the people on the extremes. And that's Obnox. So take your current customers, group them, okay? See whether you've got any obnoxious ones. See whether you've got any fanatics. Think about the conversations you had with them recently. What did they say? Capture all those things. See how you can repackage those for the ones who fall in the middle. And good luck in growing, making everyone happy, and creating wealth for everyone on the planet. I've been Eddie Obeng. Don't forget to subscribe. I know I say that every single time, and I know you forget every single time, but subscribe, and I'll see you again.